مصلحا ومجددا فارنوا بنظر طاهر وجناني.
I shut my mic off. I turned it back on. Can you still hear a lot?
Now it's better. Now it's better.
Okay. Give me a second. I'll put my other microphone in. How are you?
I'm doing good, alhamdulillah, by the grace of Allah the Almighty. All is good.
Yes. Go ahead, Razi Sahab.
Yes, so Brother Asad, I read your tweets, right? I'll share my thoughts and then you can give your thoughts. The first
Okay.
thing,
Go ahead.
when you speak, I won't speak, obviously, and when you speak, I won't speak. When I speak, you won't speak. So first thing is that here in Canada, I don't know about American laws because I'm not from America, but here in Canada, everyone is free to preach on the roads, okay? Whether that be a TTC bus stop, that be any area, you're allowed to preach. Christians come there. I was debating with Christians there too, while discussing with Christians. They loved us. We had a peaceful dialogue. There's Muslims there, there's Christians there, there's Hindus there. We've seen Hindus there as well. So this is Canada, my brother. If my beliefs offend you, so do Christians' belief offend you as well. They believe Isa alayhi salam is God. Otherwise, say that's not offensive to you. So there is a mosque there, no doubt, but there's no harm. It's not forbidden for me to preach there according to the law of the land. And this is why I preach it, number one. Number two, you've probably seen my other videos where I preach in front of stores. Those are actually Ahmadi Muslim stores. And the same has happened there as well, where people swear at us and have made us leave, but it had never gone this violent. So Canada laws allow me to preach. I have that right, okay? There's a mosque there, but it's not private property where I was. It was a TTC bus stop, my brother. So if you want to share your thoughts, and then I'll give you my thoughts further on what you have to say.
Okay. So obviously, I said it even in the tweets. I don't agree with anybody, harassing, attacking, saying anything mean. Even, we've had a few private conversations. I've come on your stream once or twice. We can disagree respectfully. There's no reason for aggression. And, even if they disagreed with you, they could have asked you to leave nicely and been like, hey, look, we don't appreciate you being in the area. Although it's your God given and it's your legal right to be there. I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm just saying that sometimes if you put yourself in certain situations in certain areas, that there will be people who will come like this. And it seems this is like a repeated habit of yours to, go to either Muslim businesses or go to near masajid and start giving dawah. And, things like this seem to happen repeatedly. So that's all I'm trying to say is if you're across the street from Jami, Masjid Abu Bakr, go ahead.
Yeah. So, brother,
Are you saying something?
I want to answer your 2 points so it's not too long of a discussion. You said I go to business. I just want clarification which business I went to.
I've seen a video of you where you went to like a Muslim, I think it was like a restaurant or a bakery or something, and there were Arab fellows, and you were like having a discussion with them inside of their shop.
Yes. Did you know that store is an Ahmadi store?
The people working there were not Ahmadi though.
Yes, the owner there, I'll actually open up that video. It doesn't matter who works there, my brother. It's my store. That is my store, my brother.
That's your personal, you own it?
No, it's my Ahmadi friend store. I can live there. Let me finish, brother. I can live there if I want. Okay? That
Okay.
is
I didn't interrupt you.
just let me finish so you understand my point. Then I'll give you full time. This store right here, my brother, Medina Meats, is my store. I can take anything from here for free, my brother. I can take meat for free. I can take the drinks for free. This is an Ahmadi store. This is a misconception that I went into a Sunni store. The owner is right here. Okay? He's my friend. So let's get that clear that this is an Ahmadi store and I was preaching in front of this store and no one can stop me because it's my own store, it's my community store. Okay, let me make that clear first. As for the other stuff you said, I want to comment on that as well. You said, and I just wrote it down, so I'll go there. You said you don't agree with any such harassment. We thank you for saying that. And this is what I said in the start of my show. I said majority of Muslims would disagree with this behavior. Number one. Number two, you said they could have told me to leave, and I, nicely agreed. They could have told me, but I wouldn't have left then because it's my legal right, as you said. Then you said you put yourself in certain areas where people will come like this. So tomorrow, when you want to do dawah in America, if someone says, no, I don't like you here because you're Muslim, you have a beard, how would you feel? Would you say, what if, like, for example, where you live, there's a person who hates Islam and you do dawah there, and I tell you, yo, stop preaching there, brother. People don't like you. You're putting yourself in that area. How would you feel? Think about this. Okay? America is not their land, it's not my land. You can preach where you want, I can preach where I want. People will never respect Islam every single place, right? Where you live in America, when you do dawah, if you do dawah, I don't know if you do, I'm sure there would be people who don't like you and do similar behavior to you as well. Doesn't mean you need to stop because there are bad apples everywhere, right? What would you want to say on this?
Okay, I understand what you're saying. Sort of to build a parallel, if I went across the street from a church and set up a table, or you didn't set up a table, I don't think, right?
Yeah, I
Hello?
didn't set up a table.
Okay, so say I was across the street and I was giving dawah and stuff like that, and somebody came to me and they were very aggressive. I have a right to stay there. I have a right to call the police, but at the same time, if I put myself in that situation and somebody came like that, that would be expected. I'm not saying in any way, shape, or form that, harassing you or assaulting you. I don't know if assault happened, anything like that. I know you said they kicked or hit your car. If they did, that was wrong. I'm just saying that if we put ourselves, whether it's me or you, if we put ourselves in certain places and in certain situations, certain people will come like this. And do you agree with that? That if for example, if you and I went, I invite you, I said, Razi, let's go. We're gonna go set up two tables. I'm gonna set up my Sunni table, you set up your Ahmadi table, and we're gonna sit in front of the Republican National Convention. Do you not think some aggressive people will come and harass both of us?
Yeah, okay, Jazakumullah, you mentioned some good points. Firstly, you said if I give dawah parallel to a church and you stand and give dawah and people come to me, I would, have the right to stay and call police. But if I put myself in that situation, this would be expected. Firstly, my brother, I don't know about you, but we're ready to go to any church, and we do. We go near the churches and we do dawah. This is Canada, brother. We have to spread Islam every single day, every single place, wherever we can. We don't only go to mosque. Like I told you, I meet Christians there 24/7. They're walking by. There's a fresco there where Christians shop. There's a church area near there, like a 6-minute walk. Okay, so I'm always, I don't understand this mentality of yours. I don't
Can
know.
I say something?
You allow me to finish, I'll give you full time
No,
when
no.
you're
Let me just give you a little bit of an idea. Just like you did earlier, where you were explaining the Ahmadi shop. I didn't know it was the Ahmadi shop. That's fine. But like I'm in the south. I'm in the southeast of the United States. The Christianity practice, preached, and the lifestyle here is very, very different than the Christianity practiced and the way people act in Toronto, Greater Toronto area. Just to give a little bit of idea.
okay. So I'll continue what I was saying. That doesn't really matter to me, my brother. My point is that you're literally saying that because there's people who don't like me, I shouldn't preach it. Then no one likes Islam in Canada. Go to downtown, people come and they step on my flowers when I'm preaching Islam. Okay? To Christians, I don't say Islam Ahmadi. I say, have you heard of Islam? They take my flowers and step on them. So I should stop. then I shouldn't ever preach again. I should quit preaching. You should as well. There's bad people everywhere. You know Islam is hated against. So are you going to quit dawah now? Because anywhere you go in America, there will be people who don't like you. That's a fact, okay? Number one. Number two, you said if they hit your car, it was wrong. Wallahi, they hit our car. And then you said you shouldn't put yourself in situations like this and that it's my habit. So basically, what you're saying is that I shouldn't preach near mosques ever again because Muslims, some of them are like this. Now, you said, what if we put two tables next? You know, in university, there were MSA stalls and Ahmadi stalls right next to each other. There were Shia stalls, my brother. Shias say our mother, Naudu billah min dhalik, is a munafika. She did zina, nauzu billah. They swear at the Sahaba. At Speaker's Corner, these people swear at Sahaba. They say la'na on Sahaba, naudu billah min dhalik. That's never pained you people. You let them. You let them swear. You let Christians mock Lut alayhi salam and other Anbiya that they did incest. You let them make Isa alayhi salam a god, which is the most hated thing in the sight of Allah. When have you seen Muslims go up to Christians doing dawah and do something like this? Never. So that shows that this is just anti-Ahmadiyya. It's not ghira for the deen, brother. If it was, the next time a Christian preaches there, like Christians were there and they were talking to me, then these people should attack them as well like this. But they won't. This is my point. What do you have to say on this?
I think you missed my point. I was not making a point of setting up a table and you shouldn't and stuff like that. My point was if you and I went, I was saying we went, and this was all sort of honesty and from an earnest perspective, because I think because you haven't been here, you're not maybe understanding the frame of mind where I'm coming from. Is Bible, the Bible.
Brother,
Uh,
we can't hear you at all now. I think your internet, maybe something happened.
you hear me?
Not yet properly. Try now. Now we can't hear you at all. If you want to rejoin, I'll just wait for you then.
Yeah, I just there's a few people I saw in the comments they were sort of not saying nice things. Not to go into my personal life,
In the comments, so I apologize for that, and I
but
request everyone to not say such thing in the comments.
just not to go into my personal life too much. But my son is autistic, and where he goes to therapy, there's not much signal, so I was outside there.
Oh no,
Um, so
yeah,
if people can be a little bit, I don't think I've ever been insulting to you
yeah. No, I
particularly, and
apologize, and I request all the.
and it's fine. It's fine. You don't need to apologize. It's just people should be, they should look that they don't know somebody else's complete situation. I don't know your personal situation, so I won't ever comment on that. So
Yeah, yeah.
just we should keep it like that, regardless.
May Allah bless your son, brother, and grant him all the health and help him in everything you're doing for him. And that shows how great of a father you are, that you're there and you're caring for your son, and you have made that priority. And we request all viewers to pray for brother Asad and his son as well.
Go ahead if you want to say something. Go ahead, and I'll respond to whatever it is. And even earlier, what I was saying, I was sort of building a parallel or something, and I think it was a little bit misunderstood. Maybe it's
Yeah,
the culture of Christianity here is a little bit different.
yeah. Brother Asad, I just want to share one thing. Because of all this opposition and stuff, sometimes people make jokes, and these people obviously didn't know what you were doing, so some did make jokes. So I apologize for that. But just so you know, like I was debating a top Sunni scholar, Adnan Rashid. My friend was in the hospital with his son. He was suffering in the hospital. His newborn was suffering, and I, in the debate, told that Nandis, and he made a joke about that. So it's from both sides. I feel because of the tension, sometimes these things come out. But we as Ahmadi Muslims, this is not our belief, and We apologize for any comments. Anyhow, brother Asad, I think you made your points. I've made my points. There's nothing more I can say other than this, that, if Sunni Muslims are happy with what happened to me, as many are from Twitter, right? Then they should be happy if this happens to their mother or father or son as well. Because then it should be the same standard, right? If it's a good thing, then anyone who does this to their family tomorrow, then if a Christian does it to them tomorrow, they shouldn't raise a finger, they shouldn't raise anything, because what they think of me, Christians think of them. So if you think evil of someone, that gives you right to do this, then imagine what's going to happen in society. You know what I'm saying?
So like I said before, I'll say it again. I have no malice or any hate towards you. I don't think anybody should attack or harass you. Honestly speaking, if you were across the street, and I don't personally know the masjid management, my uncle does, but I'm pretty sure the masjid management does not mind you being there. Otherwise, they themselves would have come and told you, "Hey, sir, can you leave or something?" But you're on public property, and I don't think they feel any certain way. And most Muslims, honestly and frankly, like most of our masajid, the masjid goers would not mind or care, and maybe they would even invite you in for some chai or something to have a chat, and just chat with you. But I don't think any sort of abuse or assault or anything is correct. The only thing, like I would say, is definitely first thing you should do is call the police, because whoever they are, whether they harass you or they harass anybody else, they shouldn't be doing that. And the second thing, obviously, is please release, like, the recordings when whoever has them, if you can, so this can be clarified for everybody what happened was wrong. That
Yeah,
if you're assaulted anyway, it's wrong. And I totally, that's how I feel. That
and
you're from what I understand, you're also a family man, so you have a family at home. You shouldn't feel threatened or scared in any sort of way.
100% right. We right away when it happened, we called the cops. The cops did what they had to do. They took our statements. They were really upset. They said this is a harassment, and then we started driving off, and then we found out that the cops did get the footage. So I called the 41 division. They said we're not allowed to give you the footage, but if it goes to court, then you'll be able to get the footage for that time period. But we're in touch with the store, and we're trying to get the footage off of them, and I hope and pray that they cooperate and give us the footage. Once they give us the footage, the full video will be uploaded onto my channel. I worry there may not be audio because it's like a camera in front of a store, but in the video you would see them punch the tripod, and you would also see them banging our car, inshallah. So that should be enough, because those are the main things that they did. And you will see them surrounding us, and they threatened us as well that if you don't leave, watch what we do. We told the cops everything. So because man, my mind was like, okay, there's Muslims here, there's Christians here. If I stay here, they're gonna attack, and it will just make Islam look bad. So for sake of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and these brothers do believe in Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, although they don't act upon his sunnah, but they still love him, obviously. And out of their love for Rasulullah, they thought this is good, but they started swearing and whatnot, which is obviously unacceptable. But inshallah, we will get the full footage and we will share it on our channel, inshallah.
Okay, I have to get going. It was what's it called? It was nice. What's it called? I don't have any personal issues with you.
Yeah.
So inshallah, until next time.
Yeah, and brother, just if you get a chance, if anyone else does say ever that I've been to Sunni Muslim businesses, I just want to clarify one more time that that's an Ahmadi meat shop. There are other Sunni stores there, but the area I preach in is an Ahmadi Muslim shop, and they know he's Ahmadi. He's friends with them. They invite him to the mosque as well. So I do dawah there. In Ahmadiyya, brother, it's like if that's his shop, that's my shop. Like I can literally go there anytime, do whatever I want. He's always welcoming. He says, "Let me make you food, this, that." He's a good brother. I have his phone number as well. So that's just for your information, that if anyone else does say that, you can maybe correct them that that's an Ahmadi shop, not a Sunni shop.
Okay, that's fine. Uh, uh, inshallah, until next time.